Welcome back. 2024 Major League Paintball Lone Star Major, a little outside of Dallas, Texas. Matty Marshall. And I got Joey Blue, coach of Tampa Bay Damage. And I got Mr. H from the HK Army up here to call this next set. X Factor must-win situation already for them as they drop their first game to the LA Ironman. Ironman undefeated today. New York Xtreme also in a must-win situation as they drop their first game to PB Fit. Impact, they dropped to X Factor. To Aftershock. So Impact, they got to step it up. X Factor's got to step it up. See what the MLKings have here for this set. MLKings, though, with a win over the Bears in their first match. It's about to go down. 2 more sets to go. Jumping into point number 1. And X Factor going to be starting on the red side. New York Xtreme on the blue side. Body dropping early here for New York Xtreme. They got a kind of a beat-up roster. Another one dropping here. So immediately X Factor in the driver's seat. Billy Bernacci going to hit the deck, crawl all the way into Snake 3. And it's a 5-on-3 situation in favor of X Factor.
Yeah, Xtreme did a good job getting out of that Dorito 1, though. So it could help the wound a little bit. And they're up on the wing on the Snake side. I think Billy knows, so they're probably going to send someone through to get him pretty quick.
So Colt Roberts scurrying out to get to the can from the South Electronics bunker.
D2 for Xtreme, D3 for Xtreme. They're just letting him come down that side.
Yeah, no zone control really for X Factor on that D side.
Super weird.
In a high body situation.
X Factor made it to D3 now as well.
Yeah, Meter moving up into D3. And he's shooting inside. But they have some breathing room to work with here in this high body situation. No real need in this point number 1 in a must-win situation.
TJ wants it. He's going to go for it. Watch.
He's thinking about it. TJ from the Aztec looks like he's going to get to the mini wall to help out Billy. Gets in clean, no problem. And he's looking for that body in the middle for New York Xtreme.
Oh, where are you doing, Xtreme? Stay this way.
Yeah, Wire, don't check off on that other side. TJ's right there.
TJ's not a big guy to go trade with people. He really would rather shoot him. And there's the trade. Oh, no, he got him. Oh, no, it was a trade.
Okay, yeah, for a second I thought.
It looked like it was clean.
Hey, looked like he might have got to that pin clean.
Xtreme just threw the towel in on that.
Yeah, going to force the concession. So, Marky, how you liking Texas so far?
You know, it's a little bit wet. Right when I landed, I just got in, so I haven't been able to see all the games. But they said that the event was getting postponed for a second, and I was worried I wasn't getting to see any games. But I'm happy to be here. It's paintball.
We did have a little bit of a tornado warning, so that the city actually came to the organization like, everyone needs there can be no one here. You guys all need to go to your cars. We're under a tornado warning.
Oh, it was the city that did that?
Yeah, so It wasn't actually a call that NXL had to make that call because it was a city situation. So because we're here at a public park.
Got it.
So that was the situation there. So that's why we're just going to probably play till dark, hoping to get these last sets in.
That's what I was worried about, the scheduling. I was like, if they don't get to play anymore, what would Saturday look like? But luckily, you guys have opened it back up, and we're grinding.
The win with this too is that after this set, there's only one more set. So absolute worst case scenario, they skip lunch tomorrow and drop that set on that, and they're good to go. So they can make up the one set that they're not going to get if they decide not to go one more.
For sure.
Which, with the sun going down the way it is, I don't know if they're going to get another set after this.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting call. It will depend on if this set goes quick. So if we see 2 blowouts or some, because it's funny, like when we have new camera guys come on the crew, and they're like, oh, the points are going fast. That means it's going to be a fast day. I'm like, no. Fast points means long day. When the points are longer, it's a shorter set.
Right.
So it's just kind of counterintuitive. But yeah, so we'll see about that. Because, if you're Dynasty or PB Fit especially, Dynasty will probably put their foot down. They're not going to want to play in a situation where the shadows are getting long and they're going to be... And also when they're playing PB Fit they have lights at their field.
Correct.
So they're kind of used to playing in that weird type of
grungy
lighting.
look.
That's their bread and butter. They're used to that, 100%.
Yeah, so if I was PB Fit, like, let's run it. No, come on, Dynasty, let's play.
We'll go all night.
Yeah, there's some lighting up here. Yeah, so jumping into this one, Impact. Yeah, they dropped that first game to Shock. It wasn't a big loss, so I think they lost by 2. But they would like to beat the brakes off the MLKings and go 1-1 with at least a positive point differential. So MLKings starting from the blue side, Impact starting from the red side, and it does look like a 5-on-5 break at least to start out with. MLKings might be losing maybe 2 bodies. Referees in there scurrying over.
1 for sure.
Yeah, losing Donaldson.
MLKings did make the Dorito 1 again. That's also, it's a hard run, but he made it out there again. He's now in Dorito 2. Which is amazing with Impact being in the Dorito side wing.
Yeah, very true.
Know how you let that guy do the fill out there like that. But they are in the Snake. Urina's getting down this thing. He's going to get loose.
Yeah, Urina in a good spot. He's at Snake 1's got Trevor Reeser up at that Hertz 40-yard line brick.
He knows Harris is there. Harris comes forward, hoping they catch the guy. Doesn't catch him. Now Harris is in a bit of a bad spot. Because now if Trevor decides to go up to the other wing, he's going to blow Harris's head off.
Yeah, and Urina's telling Trevor, hey, he's right there.
Good
so
retreat.
Trevor's going to come through. He's going to shoot Harris Hussein, who was crawling back. He's going to shoot him in the back of the leg, and then forces Trevor does have to trade his body, but still puts it. Yeah, totally. It puts Impact in a good situation. Urina's in a good spot. He's got help behind him, as it looks like, I think, Zach filling out behind him. And then Urina going to crawl up into Snake 4.
Kings are in the Snake, as well as the Snake Tower. Urina just put a good shot on that guy. Yeah, he definitely shot the Dorito. So now you have Snake 2 and the Snake Tower left for Kings.
Yeah, they're going to need Impact to either make a big mistake or somebody to be a hero right now.
They just let him
fill out all the way into D1.
Snake Tower to D1. That is a huge fill for having 4 bodies left.
Yeah. Is that Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great fill from Kyle. He's good at that. Arena putting some paint on him right now.
He's trying to shoot a bounce shot on him. Or he doesn't know he moved out there. One of the two.
Yeah, I mean, Dave and Bart are always preaching communication, and that's kind of at a premium right now for Impact. Letting guys fill out. There's only a couple bodies they need to worry about that are out there. They got to find these bodies, figure out ways. But also another thing, too, is that when that pressure starts to set in and you dropped your first game, you don't want to make any mistakes. So you start double and triple checking the moves and making sure. So now
they're into D4 over there for Impact, but in the Snake, he moves up another knuckle, and I know they have no idea he's here. He just shot the guy out of the center.
Oh, Urina's about to get this kill, though. Urina's going to come out and shoot him.
Maybe.
No. Oh, wow, he let him fill all the way up. So now he sees him. He shot Darula, but then
I think they traded.
Urina drops the hammer, but Kyle Berry put some balls on Urina. So this was getting interesting here.
So we got a 2-on-1 Berry in the corner.
2-on-1 still. So still advantage to Impact.
Yep. D3 and the Dorito can against the Dorito 1.
They're going to spread the field out. That's
Kyle
the way
just
this
got
is
shot.
done.
That's it.
Yeah, so it didn't really look, just get it done, right? Just get the win.
It was definitely a lot more drama than it needed to be. You got a 4-on-3 situation and a 4-on-2 situation. You let a guy fill all the way over to the Dorito corner from damn near the other corner. Yikes.
Yeah.
Maddie, because I haven't been able to see all the games, but I kind of made like a little video thinking what I thought how the field was going to play out. Has it been pretty Snake dominant for the action, or?
Yes and no. It depends on the set and the players, but we've seen a lot of battles in that middle.
I think the middle's been really the key. So if you get in the middle quick, you kind of shut the Snake down.
Got it.
So, I mean, they have been powering the Snake. There's been a couple points for sure where the guy comes down there and powers it, but there's also been points where the guy's in the center. This guy comes all the way to their side, comes up, shoots one guy, and then the guy in the center shoots him.
And the D side has also been really potent, too. Because with this long Snake, you don't have to win it from the Snake side, but you can't lose that battle. Right. And then the middle's been a war. The middle's been fun to watch. Lots of creativity up there. Off the break's been crazy. It's been a little bit of a bloodbath on the break. And then the D side, decent amount of points have been stolen from that D side. It's been a really fun field to watch. We've seen some upsets out here. It's just there's a lot of parity in the league in 2024.
Also, the field's actually changed from this afternoon. We had that rain hit, so what wasn't mud is now mud, and the mud is sticky. This is sticky mud.
Yeah.
So it's changed the ability for people to get places.
So now these teams switching sides. Xtreme going to be on the red side, X Factor on the blue side, and on the breakout, X Factor sends Axel out wide to the Snake side. He makes it clean to that back bunker.
Yeah.
A little bit of more forward progression here from Xtreme, but Xtreme, he gets his eye dotted, and he's going to be forced to take the walk. They do attack up the middle, and he makes it clean. So it's a 4-on-5 situation in favor San Antonio X Factor.
Xtreme makes it up into the wing on the Dorito side. I don't know if they know he's there.
Yeah, so, Marky, we've been seeing quite a bit of this because it's a little bit of, especially with the mud now, as it's gotten a little more nasty out there, it's a lot safer to get your guys up the middle of the field. Ooh, body
Colt takes one.
Yeah, Colt taking the walk.
Pretty sure that was from the wing.
Yeah, so we've been seeing guys roll dice up the middle of the field, and then it just depends on which way they put their gun. So Hennessy up there right now. He's looking towards that D side.
He filled the Dorito corner, so he made the corner on Hennessy sitting out there.
Yeah, and then that forces Hennessy to come back and
Axel's in Snake 2. So Axel made one from the corner all the way into Snake 1, right into Snake 2. I don't know if Hennessy knows. Axel might get the drop on him if he's not careful.
Axel's just posted up from Snake 2.
They're calling it, so if he doesn't know, that's on him.
Yeah.
He sure doesn't look like he's looking for Snake 2.
Ooh. Yeah, he got him.
Oh, man. That's a bad death. They're calling Snake 2 in the back, and you just look into it. The way he was posturing, I didn't think he knew he was there.
So yeah, that's Hennessy taking the walk. Thomas Taylor getting into Snake 2.
And they lost their Dorito guy, so Xtreme's just doing what Xtreme's been doing out here.
Yeah, it's tough. Again, they got a pretty beat-up roster, and they just really haven't had any. They only played one game so far, but just not a lot of consistency on their attack. PB Fit just played PB Fit ball. Shot bodies on the break, one gun fights, contained. They kept letting Chavez get out, do kind of whatever he wanted to do on the D side. It's not a lot of depth for Xtreme right now.
No,
Krause
Thomas has been playing really
153.
good, though.
Yeah.
He's been the last guy left damn near every time.
Yeah, Thomas has definitely been trying as much as he can, for sure, and getting it done more often than not. They need more survivability across the board,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Right now, it's going to be super rough for these guys to do anything on Xtreme because you got these guys spread out and they know the situation. Axel's down the wire to stop Thomas from going anywhere. So
Yeah.
Thomas is going to have to roll the dice on this if he's going to even try to do anything.
And you can see your eye in the sky here is it's a 3-on-2 situation in favor of X Factor, and they have a 1-point lead. They definitely need a win. So with the high body situation and a little bit better field position again with that outside containment on that D side. So look for X Factor to slow play it a little bit, eventually get that Dorito player up the field.
They lost that first one by 1 point, right?
Yes, 3-2.
So the margins, it's not as important with a 1 point loss. It's not the end of the world. If they can even get a 1 point win here,
Yeah.
that in itself just gets it back to 0, which is a good spot to be after 2 games.
Yeah, this is Dynasty X Factor, PB Fit Ironman, and New York Xtreme in bracket A. But we've been seeing, Marky, a decent amount of Sunday paintball here this afternoon. This morning,
Yeah,
it was pretty wild. I mean,
was a lot of
guys
jabs
were
and
going.
uppercuts and, yeah.
It was a lot of offense. We saw a lot of offense
This
this
is the
morning.
Floyd Mayweather bracket.
Yeah.
A lot of defense.
We've been seeing a lot of shoulder rolls.
a lot of shoulder rolls.
We caught a couple games with Houston Heat before we left on the plane, and we were seeing Mishka up in that left wing in the center, and then we keep seeing bounce shots where Houston Heat keep getting shot off some sort of bounce shot up there. So everyone's getting tricky with the shots.
There
It looked
is a
nice.
decent amount of bounce shots
Yeah.
out there.
X Factor just hit D2 over there, so he left the corner and went up to the D2.
Yeah, and we were just talking about that. Look for that body to slowly, because there's no one in front of him. So and with the way that Dorito's set up, it's kind of a gunfighting paradise. Everything's mirrored up down there.
D3.
And so he doesn't have to worry about anyone. I mean, except for the two bodies. So Thomas Taylor's got one gun that way.
Yeah.
But he'll be able to filter up into D4 pretty easily.
Yeah, it's a long shot. If the balls aren't in the air before he starts going, chances you hitting them aren't real great.
Yeah. And then Axel still just chilling at Snake 2. Not really trying to get in a gunfight with Thomas Taylor with the side body situation they're in, 3-on-2. And then Thomas and who's this behind? Is it
CJ?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so CJ Cantor and Thomas are just hoping somebody makes a mistake. Try to bait somebody into a gunfight. Eventually, New York Xtreme, I mean, there's still so much time left, 9:09.
Yeah.
So,
well, there's no reason
yeah,
for
there's
Dan.
no- yeah.
Honestly, I would let this play out no matter what.
For sure.
You get down to one guy and it's Thomas and the Snake. Maybe you blow it just so he doesn't get his head ripped off. But besides that,
Yeah, they'll just let it play out and
Yeah.
hope somebody on X Factor makes a mistake.
Yep.
Maybe a penalty. We have seen a decent amount of penalties this afternoon. Okay, so yeah, just like we talked about.
well, he got
wow.
him. Good job,
Ooh,
Thomas.
Thomas Taylor.
Nice.
So this is what we just talked about, hoping that somebody makes a mistake. So Thomas Taylor suckers Axel into a gunfight that he didn't need to be in, wins that gunfight against Axel, and now it's a 2-on-2.
He's waiting for him to make that move to the D5.
But Joey, you're right. He's had a chip on his shoulder this one. He's been having a good day today.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I think they've had a rough time as a team, but he's actually played quite well. Like, he's in the right spots at the right time. He's making the right moves. He's making the right reads. He's making the right shots. You just can't do it by yourself.
And that's all we ask, right? Is just
Yeah.
given the situation in the moment that you're doing the thing you're supposed to do. And yeah, this is Thomas's 22nd year as a pro. So
So it's incredible how long he's been playing at such a high level.
Yeah.
I got to give hats off to Thomas.
CJ just took one.
yeah, so that puts
Thomas
again.
doesn't know.
But Thomas isn't the last player left alive again. We'll see if Thomas can be a hero right here.
He just got one.
did he get him?
Another one. I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he did.
Wow.
So Thomas is now in a one-on-one with TJ Danner, who specializes in these moments.
Where's Danner? In the
Right
corner?
in the corner.
Yeah, back corner.
Back corner.
This is going to be not so much fun for Thomas. This is not a great one-on-one position. He's in prone on your belly while the other dude's at a...
Standing.
He's hoping that he catches TJ to make a mistake. He's just waiting for TJ to head check out towards the sideline. TJ probably
Does he know where he is?
I think
Yeah, he does.
TJ's
He
does?
looking downfield.
He's just trying to get closer.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, that's the play. Get as close as you can.
I mean, even a trade
Oh, maybe he
right
doesn't
here.
know.
Thomas doesn't know.
Nah.
Yeah, Thomas is looking crossfield like there's still one body left alive.
Oh, here we go.
TJ's going to come bunker him.
Thomas got to be careful here because if TJ does get the drop
Don't
on
spin.
him, don't spin.
Yeah, just take it like a champ. He knows he's there.
There it is.
Oh, did Thomas?
Get it?
He got.
Did they trade out? Thomas might have got the drop in on TJ. He's begging for a penalty, but it looks like it was a trade, and I don't see.
Poor Thomas. Give him the flag. Give him the damn flag. He's been playing for 400 years.
Come on, give him the flag.
Jesus.
Thomas is selling it right now.
Give him the flag.
He's trying to sell it. He's not going to get it.
Oh.
None of the referees are going for their flags. Now Thomas has got to be careful. Hey, don't get a talking penalty.
He's heated right now.
I mean, he just played his balls off.
He did. That was an excellent point.
He shot all of them.
He shot everybody.
Insane. That was awesome.
I don't know if I could suck him off any harder on that one. Like, Jesus Christ. I agree. Give him the penalty. He played his ass off. Just for the fact that he pulled a 1-on-3, give him the damn penalty.
Yeah, that was good paintball right there.
About as good as it can get for Thomas. I'm
looking
sorry, Thomas. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, it might have been a trade. Tough to tell from our angle over here.
Yeah, it was really hard to see.
That's why we have 400 referees out there. But
I'm still giving it to Thomas.
Yeah. Hell of a play.
I mean, he deserved it. He earned it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you got to give the old vet some things. Like Tom Brady, how many times did he get calls on him that shouldn't have been there?
And of course, and if I'm going in the pits right now, I'm going to try to say it politely, be like, look, how many guys do I have to shoot?
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah. A little help.
Yeah. Can a little survivability?
They're in there right now.
Let's listen in real quick.
He might not have much energy to scream anymore.
Yeah, he's gassed.
What?
Well, I hope so.
It didn't sound good when you shot that Dorito guy.
Tell you what, though, Thomas Taylor still can play some paintball, man.
Dude,
Yep.
unbelievable. He still got it.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Didn't get the call, but he did shoot 3 guys. So, yeah, Thomas is selling it.
I got people at home telling me Thomas shot him first.
Yeah? Is that what they're saying?
Yep. So I agree.
Saying?
I agree.
There was no penalty assessed. Maybe I don't. Yeah, they're not going to go review a non-call. So, hey, sometimes the calls go your way, and sometimes they.
No,
don't.
of course. I'm just trying to give Thomas, his due. Give him his flowers, man.
Yeah.
That man just played his ass off.
Yeah, that was a 10 out of 10 performance.
Absolutely. Honestly, going after Danner like that is the play, too, because you don't want to get in a gun battle with Danner.
Yeah.
Like, it's like getting in a gun battle with Jake. If you can run him down, run him down.
Yeah. Force the issue.
Force the issue, right? Like, if you can trade, that's actually kind of a win.
Yeah. And it was. So, I mean, Thomas had to shoot everybody, essentially.
Right. But he didn't give up a point.
They didn't go
It's a 0 point. So it's still a win.
Still a win.
Right.
It's still 1-0.
Right. 1-1 would be better, but 1-0 is definitely better than what it should have been.
Definitely gave his guys a big rest.
Facts.
Yeah, he did.
No one should be winning.
And as much screaming he's doing, he's wearing himself out even more at this point.
Unfortunately, they need to spin him again.
Yeah.
Because they do not have depth in the roster right now. So after a bit of a break, Edmonton Impact 1-point lead on the MLKings. We're looking at the roster. You got Peterson, Barry, Blue, Kaea, and Elias Rodriguez.
Elias hasn't seen much out here. Let's see what he can do.
So he's going snake side.
Oh, he's doing the float. Float's rough. I don't like float.
Lost Arena.
That was the float then. Good for him.
Yep.
So it worked out. So Elias Rodriguez, so Joey's saying the float. Basically, you're floating a body in the back to get an extra gun and then launching him. And he launches up the middle.
Yeah. Literally just standing in the open, shooting your gun, trying to shoot somebody you know where he's going to go. And it pays off sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. They did go to the can on the Dorito side, which hasn't been played a lot. Elias is going to get him, though.
Oh.
Elias just shot him in the pack.
And Rodriguez is having a point. 2-pack.
Let's go.
For
And he just shot that corner.
3-pack. Might have to put him on the list. We give money away, courtesy of Pate Smith Law, for $500 for best performance individually in a point in the prelims, and then $1,000.
They just let him fill the corner 4-on-1.
Wow.
5-on-1. I'm sorry. No, 4-on-1. They did lose one.
Sharking down the field right now. MLKings playing off the offense from Rodriguez, trying to finish this one out and tie this game up.
Elias died. It's what, 1-on-2 or 1-on-3? I see a lot of 1-on-3.
I think it's just that back corner.
Yeah. So this got Snake 2. He's still looking inside for something. Harris standing over the top. Jack standing over the top, shooting at the corner. Kyle now, I think, picked up on just the corner. They got him.
It started with Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Floating in the back,
Yeah.
gets that kill, goes up, gets the inside kill.
Yep.
So a 2-pack.
Two inside kills.
Yeah, people playing off that, gets that 3-pack, and they made the most of it here. So the MLKings going to tie this game up. And it was just interesting because the MLKings, they did win a game at the first event, but they looked real rough that first day. And I was interested. Yeah, I was interested to see. It was a tricky layout. I get it, but that's a team that does have some offensive firepower. I was wondering coming into event number 2, how they were going to look. Game 1, it was a 1-point win over the Bears, and the Bears looked really good at the first event, and now they're tied with Impact. So
they did practice Ironman last weekend on the layout weekend, so it was them and the Ironman, and if the Ironman looked great, then you got to assume the Kings are going to look pretty good.
Nick Sloviak, baby, we see you.
Kyle, good job, kid.
Maddie, how's Dalton been playing? They're rock star Dalton, one of the highest played players in the game right now. How's he been doing? Trying to get his legs back?
Yeah, everyone on Impact's been a little hit or
Yeah,
miss because they did lose their first game to Shock.
Yeah.
So kind of across the board, everyone needs to tighten it up
Yeah.
on Impact.
He had some uncharacteristic deaths.
Yeah.
Normally he doesn't die the way he was dying.
On a D side,
Yeah, usually-
when I looked at this D side layout, okay, what do you need? It's kind of hard to get out alive. A lot of emphasis should be put middle snake side. So the guys that are experienced, the guys that don't die a lot early, the crafty vets.
Yeah.
I was expecting guys like that to thrive.
Same.
So he made it outside multiple times and would just die when he got out there, like in gunfights that he doesn't normally lose.
Right.
So I was like, ooh, rough.
yeah.
So
we got to
him.
step it up, Dalton.
But it's still one game. You know,
Right.
so
but when you're arguably one of the best Dorito players in the world,
Yeah.
one bad game for somebody who's watching you is like, ooh, what's wrong with him? Is he
Yeah.
sick? Has he got something hurt? What's going on? I mean, he's making it. Why is he dying? That's not Dalton style.
Yep. So we'll see here as jumping back into this Xtreme X Factor match. These teams starting from the same side because it was a no point, but what an amazing one that Thomas Taylor had in that point. And they spin Thomas again. Thomas going to go right up to the
Axel
50.
dies.
Yeah, great shot off the break here to get off that big weapon for San Antonio X Factor as Axel got in, forced to take the early walk. Thomas Taylor makes it alive up into that 50-yard line. Wedge is going to go right
right
onto
to the
X
Hertz.
Factor's side.
He's on their Hertz box right now, waiting for the snake guys. If any one of these guys try to fill, the only problem is he shot the guy who's supposed to go to the snake by shooting Axel early.
Oh, well, if you're Thomas, you're hoping Billy's going to try to get in there. Billy
Yeah.
Bonacci's at that tower, but Billy's shooting inside, not looking to make that snake one quite yet.
I think right now is where these idiots got to lay off and let him go. Just set the trap. Let Thomas shoot him.
For sure, it's 1-0. There's 6 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Long points out.
That's
here.
a big run across right there. He goes from the inside Aztec all the way into the snake. Two guys up in the center now. It looks like he's going to protect Thomas.
Yeah, it's
They did let them make the corner, though.
Yeah, so Hennessy and McLean are putting themselves in really good positions right now. McLean is past the 50-yard line in the snake.
Is that
Hennessy-
Canner walking off over there?
That is CJ. Yeah, so CJ taking the walk, so down a body. And there's no one on that. Well, Hennessy's up there looking towards the D side, so that's good from that wedge, but they don't have anyone on the D side for New York Xtreme. Great position in the middle, great position in the snake with two bodies. So X Factor playing on their heels, but they do have
Oh,
a lead.
come on. Bad death, man.
Bad death, but they shoot the back center.
Still a bad death. Now they can let him get D2 on him.
D3. No,
No, D2. He's a D2, but we're in the snake over here with, is that McLean? 25, who's that?
McLean.
Yeah, so McLean's all the way up in the snake on their side. He went back from D2 back to D1, which is a good move.
I think there's a body in D3 too.
Is there?
Yeah, Thomas is shooting at it.
Okay.
So both Hennessy and Thomas are completely focused on D3. X Factor did get a body to retreat back to D1.
Where's this other guy over here? Where did Billy go?
I think
Did he go to the corner?
that's all they have.
So Billy's not alive over here?
It's just D1 and D3.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thomas just gave his body up there, though. That was a bad death.
Yeah. Did D1 shoot Thomas?
Yeah, he ran. I think D3 did. He ran at D3.
So
and
maybe Thomas didn't know that they retreated back to D1 from D2, and that's why he threw his body away.
McLean should be able to get a kill here.
No, I don't see a ref making
I don't
any sort of
either.
single. So McLean,
Keep going, buddy.
yeah,
Keep going.
And I'm pretty sure that back corner there's no one in there. I think it's just McLean on the side.
So, yeah, McLean should just turn this field right here, come up and blast these guys.
Yeah, and then Hennessy, he's got to stay alive here. Hennessy cannot lose this gun battle with
No.
either D1 or D3. And McLean's the one that has the ball. I don't know if McLean knows the count right now, though. He's got a much better angle on that D3 from this position.
Yeah, he does.
You don't get much better of a position on that guy.
Unless you fully commit into that back corner, but then you got to worry about D1. So they're finally starting to
400.
back it up.
Oh, did they trade?
Yeah,
they
they
traded.
did. One-on-one.
One-on-one. Corner.
Here we go.
Dorito corner to snake.
This is a very strange point. Down to 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go.
Is that Meter back there?
It's got to be, I
Yeah.
think. Unless Meter got shot out of the back center. I'm completely blind. I know there's a body in D1, but I can't see who it is. But Meter has been on that side.
Yeah.
It's a big moment for McLean and for New York Xtreme.
I think it is. No.
Yeah, tense moments just locked in this one-on-one battle.
Honestly, McLean should just crawl to the end.
He could crawl the end, pop up, and block him out with the tower, and then get in a better gunfighting position.
100%. He could easily make it into that tower if he did that.
He needs to do it relatively quickly because if McLean's not putting much pressure on him, then he's going to lose that spot. If the player be able to move up.
Or he's going to keep doing this and lose a damn fight.
Do that.
That's his last pod, too. Whatever's in his hopper, it looks like.
I think you're right, Marky. I don't think he has any more
I don't see
bullets on
anything
his
else.
back.
Bullets are pretty important.
Yeah.
McLean's blasting away like he has another
I know,
two
that's what I'm
pods.
saying. I don't think he realizes that. Yeah, that's it, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Head checks the clock.
That's smart.
2:30.
Oh, I think he lost him. He went to D2. Yeah, it's blocked out by that rocket.
Well, typically in
D3.
a one-on-one
Oh,
situation,
he's going to get the...
D4, he's going all the way. McLean has no clue. McLean better win
it's
the
a
race.
race for it. It's a race for it.
McLean's going to win it.
It's a race for it.
McLean won
should
it.
beat him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So McLean was closer, and he head checked. He looked up. He saw. Oh, it was Bayless.
Was it
That's
really?
Cody Bayless.
Yeah, McLean definitely won that race.
Yeah. So McLean definitely beat him.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They can replay that if they want, but I guarantee you he was so much closer.
Yeah. That was a nail biter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Cody Bayless. So, yeah, I mean, well-played point from Hennessy and McLean. Very interesting point the way that one tactically shook out. But
I got to tell you, if I was Cody, I would have just sat on the buzzard. Like, you're winning by one, just in the game. Who cares? 1-0 is still a win. Now your point margin for the two matches are 1-1 with a 0 margin. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, reset, have some decent meetings,
Figure out what you made the mistakes on tonight, and then tomorrow you can come out and actually try to execute a better plan.
Yeah, I mean, X Factor has to play Dynasty tomorrow. But still, it doesn't change the situation.
Right.
I mean, it does, yeah, it's Dynasty, but on the breakout, tripling up the back center. MLKings going real heavy.
Lose the
guns.
corner.
It does produce a kill, so it's a 5-on-4 sit. No, 4-on-4 is MLKings do lose a body.
They let him make the Impact make the Dorito corner, and he's going right into Dorito too.
MLKings right into Snake too, though.
I think maybe Dalton heard me
Yep.
in D3 and into the Snake, so they're trying to make it happen here.
Yeah, Impact in some really good positions. Dalton Vanderbilt in D3.
MLKings are in the
one.
Snake.
Yeah. So, and he's in Snake too.
Let's go.
Laval and Cornell here on your screen.
MLKings just lost their home guy. If they don't win one of these gunfights real quick, this is going to be really good fill. He let him fill out. Oh, no, didn't. He shot him.
Joey, I think Dalton definitely heard you. He's having a game right now.
Yeah, Dalton's clocked in. He's going to get another free kill there at that brick.
You're welcome.
That's the Dalton we're used to seeing.
Yeah, not dying in simple gunfights. Let's see if he pushes the button or if he just skulls this guy.
Oh, he's going to get him.
Oh, he's going to skull him.
Oh, no. Dalton! No!
Oh, and he was shot him once.
Yeah, but he eared him. He aimed for his ear.
Yeah, he did.
He went. Coom.
There we go, Dalton.
Uh-oh. They're going to chrono him?
What?
They're going to chrono him.
What is this, Maddie? What do we got?
Well, they're going to chrono Dalton. I mean, he was nice about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's going full auto.
I think ramp. Maybe it's going too fast.
We haven't seen somebody's gun get checked in a minute.
Yeah.
So this is interesting.
That's what he gets for being nice.
I mean,
Karma the other way.
He could have
I
assassinated.
know. Karma the
guy.
other way. Karma the other way, Maddie. We talked about how it worked
Just roasted
before.
him and ran
Still
off.
have
Right?
his gun.
Uh-oh.
Still have his gun.
That's not good.
When's the last time you've seen something like this, Maddie?
It's been a while.
Yeah?
We haven't seen a gun penalty in a long time.
That's what he gets for having a good point.
Finally.
Should have just kept sucking.
Now they're saying the gun.
Yeah, and again, we've seen the paintball god shine upon people being nice out here, but I mean, Dalton could have assassinated
Yeah.
this guy.
Oh,
He
yeah.
shot Kaya once in his back.
Yeah, he could have definitely put 4 on him and gotten away with it.
Well, the refs are going to figure out Dalton's gun is illegal as we jump into this next point, and there's only 2:14 left.
Billy.
Billy on the break.
the
They
block.
make the Dorito corner again. So they're in the good spots again. Xtreme just has to stay alive and get another body here. They got him trapped 2 at home. If they can keep that there, this could be a really good quick point for them,
And
too.
Joey Markey, they filter a body out wide snake side, so Xtreme looking pretty solid here. And
They
launch
let
an
him
attack.
fill out and up. And he just got shot out of that Aztec. Yeah.
Well, they were looking okay because they just made the snake
Yeah,
too.
well, and they lost the snake. I don't know.
Well, X Factor now in the driver's seat. They got bodies up the middle, and it's a desperation moment here for New York Xtreme. I don't hear a concession yet, as they're going to let these 2 ride. I think it's just 2 bodies left alive out there.
Yeah, they're into D2, but with this guy being up in the center and now in the snake, walking into the snake.
D2 in back corner.
Yeah.
Snake side.
I don't think the D2 has any clue what's going on with his own team right now.
X Factor crawled up into Snake 2.
D3, D4.
And they have a minute and 13 seconds left to put this together, and they most likely will.
They were in control of it for a solid 15 to 18 seconds. And then they just got shot out of their bunkers again. That's all that was, is dying out of your bunkers. That's the kind of stuff as a coach you just look at and you're like, I can't coach this. I can't make this better. You have to be better. You have to stay alive. I mean, right now I'm sure Rich and Dan are over there just like, let me draw all their fucking circle on here with some smiley face on it. What do you want me to do? Like, you can't stay alive. I can't help you.
Yeah. If you get to your spot and lose a gunfight,
Right.
it's happening on a consistent basis.
Right. And that was easily 3 gunfights I just watched. Marky's like smacking me on my shoulder because I'm like, oh, and he died. Oh, and he died. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, so they're going to go down by 1. They did concede the point, so they have a little bit of time. They're going to have to go full offense. We're in the pits right now with X Factor in a very interesting game. It's a really low-scoring match out here. X Factor dropped their first game by 1 to the Ironman. Let's check it out real quick.
I'd like a shot patty on break. Either on that pod or in the
So much energy.
Yeah, it's really chill in the pit.
Super chill. You would think they're winning by 6.
Good job, boys. Hey, way to be, Fuzzy. Good job, boys. Let's go.
This break's about to happen.
Well, Impact. A lot more time left in this one. 8:45 still on the clock.
Snake on break.
Yeah, Impact on the blue side. MLKings on the red side.
I think they're about to lose 3 dudes. They lost 1 for sure. I think the Snake guys hit 2. Yeah, that's 2 down.
Yeah, no one on that D side here for the MLKings.
Yeah, they lose 2 on the break. And you're not winning by much at all, or you're losing, right? Oh, Dalton took 1 with his full auto machine gun over there, shooting 700 balls a second
At 340.
at 340.
Well, they started with 5, so
Yeah.
it must have been okay.
Yeah, his gun must have been good.
It's the first strike rounds he was using. That's the unfair advantage.
Just muzzle loading
Yeah.
for strike round.
Well, you just load up 2 of them to start with.
Oh, there
That's
you
the
go.
first. That's 2 kills right there. He shot both those guys while he was running out there. He's that kind of G, dude. He's
That's
that kind
definitely
of G.
first strike round.
So making a move up in that middle right now. Edmonton Impacts out to the 40 Hertz brick with Cornell.
How much time's left on this one?
A
7:45.
lot. Yeah, 7:45.
At some point in time, Charlie has to look at this, though.
I mean, Maddie, if you're Impact, you're just chilling at this point, or what are you doing?
Well, you have a 1-point lead, so and they lost their first game. To be honest, look, the MLKings did not have a good look at. We're Edmonton Impact. I'm thinking we need to win this game, and let's try to put up a decent number. Play it as it lies, right? You want to make bad mistakes and force bad moves, and you got a lot of time left. They're up bodies right now. I would like to see my guys play mistake-free paintball. I would like to see them talk it up and have good communication, try to focus on those fundamentals, as they were grinding their gears a bit in that first game.
I will say, letting them fill the way they just did, fill back to the can and fill over to the Snake corner, that's not a good look. When you're up on bodies, like, you can't have those guys filling the wide spots. I think we all know at this point, the Snake corner and the Dorito corner are the best 2 places to survive in.
Yeah.
And you let one guy go to one of those spots, like...
Yeah, and that's another thing. Try to focus on some zone control. If you go up bodies and you're in a dominant position, try not to let them get out and get that outside contain, get those bodies out wide.
Impact got into the Dorito wing. I don't know if they know he's there. And they also made it out to the Dorito corner. And they're in the Snake.
Yeah,
They're calling it.
Yeah, Snake won. They have that wedge. Justin Cornell, JC. They're on the D side.
So it's a 4-on-3 right now. Or do they have 5? No, 4, because we saw
Dalton took the walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4-on-3. You can see it on our screen here. But, yeah, they have a good crossfield spread. I'd like to see them get up on that D side a little bit. They're in D1. It's probably thinking about it right now. There's no one down that sideline to worry about. Just the inside angles. And you do have a body all the way up wrapping around, essentially, at that wedge.
It's definitely on Impact. You know that there's no way Kings are going anywhere at this point. They're in spots where they can kind of live. And unless Impact makes big moves, if they don't get up that Dorito side, it won't matter. That's their best chance.
Well, if you're looking at, so Impact, they lost to Shock, and then they're playing the bottom seed in their bracket. So tomorrow they have to play Hurricanes and Bears.
Yeah. Which both those guys played strong.
Hurricanes dropped their first game.
Yeah, they still played strong, though.
For sure, for sure.
And honestly, Impact and the Hurricanes, it's not a good matchup for either one of them. They're both very similar. They're both very little mistakes. Not going to go flying down the field on either one of them.
They'll play offense if they need to. Very controlled,
right.
though. Yeah.
Right.
Very fundamentally sound paintball teams, typically when they're playing well.
I think at this point you can say impact is more control than damage.
Wow.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You've watched this whole match.
Yeah, they are
That's
definitely
true.
very controlled out here right now.
Oh,
Sure.
man, that's a bad
Oh,
death.
they traded.
Oh, that's a good trade then.
Yep.
I take it back. Congratulations.
That was that was Zach.
Yeah.
Zach Yakimek. Yeah. Did he trade? Yeah, he traded.
And they let him fill the corner though. The Dorito corner. Snake and Dorito corner are like the two spots to defend from.
Which is going to make this point a little bit longer. So Snake 1 and D1 or D2 now for the MLKings.
He's all the way out the back of the Snake though. I don't like that. Oh, they shot the Dorito guy. Kyle just shot the Dorito guy.
Kyle clocking in a little bit here on your screen.
So we're at 22 right now. 2-on-2.
Yeah, 2-on-2, 4:30 left, longer point. MLKings again only down by 1 and have fought back into this one. See if Kyle can step up and be a hero.
He's in D3 right now. D4, D5.
When he gets a
and
shot
he shot
at
the
Brandon
home.
Cornell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what Cornell was doing. He was all the way out in the open, just kind of chilling. So it's 2-on-1 now. He's in the Snake. I don't know if Kyle knows where he's at.
Yeah, see if Nick Laval. So when
Nick's shooting at him though, so he's gonna know. Let's see what Jackson does here.
Nick Laval in a 1-on-2 situation. So Impact squandering a high body moment out here. And Nick's in a tough spot because that D side's completely blown. Kyle's got some time to work with.
Oh,
he
Laval's
got
gonna
him.
launch.
He got him.
Attaboy,
Ball
Nick.
launches.
1-on-1.
He gets a shot on Jackson Blue, but
he's
here
going
goes
for the-
Kyle
he's going
Berry.
for the-
Kyle Berry sees it. He has forced to pump the brakes though, but he's right by the buzzer for Impact. And then Nick Laval's going to
got
launch.
it.
Kyle,
Got it. He
Kyle
beat
was
me to
there,
it.
right? So beautifully played. Kyle felt the pressure.
Stopped.
Dove
Yeah.
in, glide in, stayed alive. And then Nick Laval realized, okay, he's right by my buzzer. Maybe I can catch him slip in. But just head on the swivel
Yeah.
for Kyle Berry. Goes in. He was just one step away. Hits that buzzer. We got ourselves a tie ball game right now with 3:42 to go. So scrappy performance.
Highs and lows of
Kyle
paintball.
Berry.
Yeah.
Highs and lows of paintball. Nick's gonna get it. Oh, Kyle's gonna get it. Oh, Nick's gonna. Oh, Kyle got it.
For a moment, we were talking about how controlled Impact looked.
Yeah.
They had ground. Everything was going. They were slow playing it a little bit. But they had Yakimek in a really good spot, and then he trades.
It's those fills.
Yeah, the
letting those fills,
letting
let
the
them
fills
fill
out.
out like we were talking about. I mean, you're up 4-on-3, and you let them go all the way to the corners again. Like that's 2 points in a row. You let Kyle go to the Dorito corner from a spot he shouldn't have been in the Dorito corner. So, I mean, you just got to control that. That's the biggest thing they're missing right now is that control on that.
Maddie, what's the fastest point you've seen today?
It was actually, I think it was Dynasty versus Ironman in their very first point. And I think it was, they lost everyone out of their bunkers in maybe 15 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
okay.
really quick.
So it's possible.
So Xtreme loses the guy going up. One of the guys going to the middle. CJ Canner gets up in the middle.
Just
CJ Canner dies.
Just 35 seconds left to go here. So can X Factor just hold the line right now as the attack coming from New York Extreme?
X Factor's going for the point. Thomas is going to get his head ripped off if he's not careful.
Thomas Taylor jumps up and is not able to catch Colt Roberts. Looks like they're going to trade.
Oh,
major penalty going to be
on
assessed,
Thomas.
so it's going to be on Thomas Taylor, and that's going to be an
Thomas knows it.
immediate swing point to San Antonio X Factor.
Thomas knows that was a bad one.
Some hugs from the veterans though. Thomas like, yeah, sorry.
Well, you got 137 and 148 out there, so
The two OGs right there, baby.
two OGs.
Two OGs.
Like they played when they were teenagers.
Yeah, they
that was a
have.
long time ago. Some of these kids watching this weren't around then.
No, 100%.
As you say, facts.
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 There are definitely people playing divisional ball that were
Yeah.
not alive when those guys started playing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Hell, I think I have one on my team.
I was going to say,
I think
yeah,
Chris is
maybe.
actually, he's only 26 years into life. He's at least, what, 20?
So he was in preschool
Yeah.
when
He
those
just,
guys started
he
playing.
just stopped making pee-pee in his pants.
Just got out of the diapers.
Yeah.
So back in the pits here with X Factor, the 2-point lead. That will probably be the finish. Still, I think 14 seconds. So anytime there's a major penalty under 60 seconds, it stops the clock, awards the team, the non-penalized team, the point, and then we're going to have to play those 14 seconds out. So possibly could see another point. Probably not. Probably end up being that.
I'm confident they're not going to want another point. So, I mean, at this point, you just have their coach, you just go, let it go.
Well, the problem was, I love how Thomas always comes over here and sells it.
knows.
to us
He's trying
like
to tell
I
you
have
something.
anything to do with the call.
Yeah.
He wants you to change the call, Maddie.
Thomas, I love you. You're a brother. I have nothing to do with the penalties.
That's twice I've seen him come look up at you.
But how much cooler would it be if we had control over like a penalty, like a
Like
small,
a
like a
penalty?
flag? Like you have a flag out here, you just throw it occasionally and just overrule whatever.
That'd be
Commentator
sick.
challenge.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, commentator. The commentator penalty.
We got a head ref there. We got a commissioner that go look at the replay. There's a ton of referees. I don't need any more
But
jobs.
you get the one mulligan.
Yeah.
The one mulligan. Only on Friday.
And one, yeah, just one.
Matty, you said though you get one of the players get $500 for being like move of the game or player of the game or of
we
the
have
event.
a lawyer, a big paintball fan and a paintball player himself, Pate Smith. He represents clients battling against their insurance companies for property claims, so he's doing God's work.
Nice.
And yeah, he's been given $500 for the prelims and $1,000 on Sunday, and I think it was $5,000.
No way.
For World Cup.
And who gets to pick that? Is it you or who?
Yeah, I'm the one that.
Nice, nice.
So I go back and rewatch everything and make sure I get that call right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's blatantly obvious. Most times it's not. Jumping back into this one here with 3:38 to go. Tied up, Impact and MLKings.
5-on-5. MLKings are all up in the mix over here. They're all the way up at the door. They do let Impact fill.
You have a Joey body dropping
Yeah.
from the MLKings from that tower.
And they let Impact fill out of the snake corner.
So Impact in a good spot with 5-on-4 hot
And
body
he's in the snake.
situation, and now they're going to dive into the snake.
Oh, on his back. He just got hit.
Oh, yeah, he did.
If he shoots his gun, they are fucked.
He didn't shoot. He didn't shoot.
There you go.
So
I was like, Justin, do not shoot your gun.
Cornell,
Justin's not. Yeah.
So Cornell taking the walk, throwing that high body situation away. Yeah, I mean Impact. They're grinding their gears a bit, man. You know, a few things here, a mistake there. Ledge guys
Took it
fill
too.
out, another body dropping as they're trying to fill into the snake.
Zupa goes.
There's no reason. Like, just chill for a minute. You're 4-on-4. Get a body. You're fine. Worst case, you got to play another overtime.
Yeah, so
Now the Kings are definitely in the driver's seat. One body up on them. And in better spots. They do let him get in the center.
2:30 left to go now. Battle developing in the middle.
And they did let Impact fill out to the Dorito 1, which is a pretty big move.
Yeah, so we'll see what Impact is going to do in this situation.
And they let him make the snake.
As it's been a while since Impact has lost 2 games in a day. But that's what's at stake right now.
Yeah. So Impact makes the snake. So they're in Dorito corner, snake, and the Hertz bunker. It looks like the MLKings are in the... well, he was in the tower. He might have moved. Oh, he's made a snake. So they're in snake as well. They're in the South Electric bunker, and they're in the little wall over here on the snake side. And I believe they're in the can still. He might have filled out. I might have missed him.
Yeah, and then just the time still ticking off the clock. We see here in the eye in the sky, so it's D1,
There you go.
White Tower, and mini wall, Snake 1 for MLKings. Impact, Hertz Brick, D1,
Hertzberg is now moving over to the Dorito
and
wedge.
Snake 1. So it's a one-body advantage for the MLKings.
He definitely saw him making moves to the wedge. He's crawling back now. Smart crawl back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so goes up there a little bit, comes back down to a minute 20.
If he doesn't pick up the fact that he moved back and they try to go get him, that's going to be rough for the Kings. They did make it into D2 for Impact. Who's going to make the shot?
What's the play here, Joey?
Yeah,
1
well-
minute. What are you doing if you're Impact?
If I'm Impact?
Yeah, if you're Impact right now, 1 minute
I'm
right now.
going, God help us.
Just stay
'cause
alive.
if you don't make a shot here or they don't make a mistake, it's going to be super hard. I would just play for OT at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, in the D2 and in the Snake and the guy in the Hertz, you guys can keep it on the crosses. If they come through, you hope maybe they do some hanky-panky stuff and get themselves a major.
But the MLKings are not in a position to attack. They have a one-body advantage. They really haven't done anything with that. There's
Well-
40 seconds left to go. It's a tie ball game right now. So when you're in that situation and you look back on it, you're like, man, we had a chance
Yeah.
to potentially try to put, but you're pushing an Impact's gun, so you don't want to throw it away. But you kind of wait until that last moment where you have the time to get in and hit the buzzer, and they don't have the time to react.
I still think like the Dorito guys could move for Yak to shoot all the way across the field and actually catch him. If the stream's not in the air, as soon as you stop shooting that stream, you could go.
This is OT for sure. We're
Yeah.
down to 13 seconds left. Though they had an extra body.
Here we go.
Oh, they're
MLKings
trying.
Not doing much with it. Yeah, it's a little too late. Here comes Dalton. Dalton's going to roll the dice.
Dalton just got mollywhopped.
At least, hey, he tried.
Yeah, he did
Absolutely.
try.
God bless.
Another overtime match. It's 4 of them today.
All in the afternoon session.
No, we had Heat Uprising was
Oh, that's right. That's right.
set
Oh, yeah,
one.
the first
right.
one.
I know you don't remember that because you guys murdered Infamous and we're already done and probably in the cars by the time that finished. that game finished.
I was like, keep your gear on, guys. Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, that Heat and Uprising game was a battle.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
I missed that one. How did that all go?
Uprising played scrappy today. It was just, and they won the game against Aftermath was madness. Essentially, Aftermath completely threw it away.
Completely.
Oh, I heard there was penalties or something.
Well, there was a mistake made by the ref, and they called the game early. So they restarted 2-1-2 in their bunkers with 11 seconds left. Ram Arnold plays the hero. He goes, ties it up, and then they go into overtime. Aftermath's winning. It's a 4-on-1, and one of the four gets a gross major.
Oh, my God.
So these guys are playing the 13 seconds, I guess? They're going to catch a penalty, too. Wow. They might actually lose another point. Nope, they shoot both guys out of the center.
It was a minor, though, so not.
He didn't come out. He's still shooting his gun. They called a minor on him, and he kept shooting his gun. The Dorito corner.
So then
I'm
they
not
call
going anywhere, baby.
another minor.
They call him out. They run to the middle, pull the guy out, and he's still in the corner blasted. Amen. God bless. Is that Thomas?
That's New York Xtreme style, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We got action.
So X Factor going to go 1-1 today with a +1. Not disaster. I'm sure they're going to look at it that way, but you know they're still in the hunt here. Got 2 more tomorrow, and this is see what's going to happen. It's overtime point. So in the pits right now with Impact. Let's check it out.
Go, boys. I got farther than I thought I would. I was like, oh shit.
Dalton.
Way you can know that the America is not on you.
It's an honest man right there. I got way farther than I thought I would.
Dalton's the kind of guy you need mic'd up.
Yeah, you do. You'll get some good stuff from Dalton.
Then you'll be like, how's he so good?
What?
Does he really think what he says? We had Dalton one year on Damage. He's an awesome teammate and an awesome player. He's actually just a really, really good dude. The best thing about him is he brings you back to reality because he's just literally here to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, winning is a lot of fun, so he wants to win more than anything. But he's like the guy when everyone's being all serious, he just cracks a joke, and you're like,
he's always being goofy and funny, and I love Dalton.
He's awesome. A great teammate, dude. Yeah. Great teammate.
He's been on a lot of top teams over the years.
Yes, he has.
Impact, Dynasty, Damage, and kind of always helping teams be better. So that's the reason why he gets a paycheck.
I know Dynasty definitely wasn't happy when he left.
It's interesting, though, because they weren't happy, but it forced them to make a move.
It did.
Yeah, and they went and got Chris Shear.
And they won more.
Yeah.
And that actually...
Which I didn't think was going to happen, and it did.
But that's how new heroes emerge, right? So now Chris Shear has become a big star.
Right.
But it came out of that move.
True.
So Dalton ends up making the move. They're forced to go and take that body, and then Chris Shear becomes a big hero for them, wins an MVP, helps that he became their go-to guy on the D side.
Yeah.
It looks like Dynasty's still out here. They may play that last match, too. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
OT.
Big match.
Yeah, 2-2 heading into overtime.
Looks like they're going to lose 2. Yeah, 2 off Kings off the break.
Yeah, looking really good here as it's a 5-on-3 situation for Edmonton Impact. They're tucked in the pocket still, but just dominant.
Yeah, King Irish too, though. Kings are all back. The 3 back spots. Like, it's not looking good. Like, if Impact loses this, then...
We got problems.
We got big problems.
But Joey, sometimes in these situations when you have a top team, kind of grinding gears a little bit. You have a lot of things to discuss when you get to the meeting. Could be good for them come Saturday.
Oh, no, this is going to be, they'll be better from this, for sure. Same with X Factor, they'll be better. Like, there's no doubt in my mind both these teams will be better tomorrow than they were today. Which is why the scouting we're doing today, we have to scout tomorrow because what you get today is not what you're going to get out of these guys tomorrow.
Yeah, especially if we get some more weather tomorrow. So Impact pushing the issue in the middle. They're going to get a body out wide snake side. He gets out there clean. Everybody clean.
They're in the Dorito wing. They're in the wall on the snake side. And all MLKings can do is cross it up and stay alive.
Hope somebody makes, but you get multiple mistakes.
Yeah,
it's gonna
get to one-on-ones.
It's going to take multiple Impact mistakes for the MLKings to pull this one out.
JC's coming down this side. Yeah. Just don't do anything stupid here, JC.
Yeah,
keep your ass
alive. Stay alive.
Don't put your booty in the air again.
So JC wrapping around from snake.
2 in the snake now.
Sacking the ball. In a good spot as well, too, in that middle. And
Cornell's playing behind JC. They see JC.
Yeah, and the MLKings just holding on for dear life. That can's probably going to be the first to die.
Cornell's probably going to clip him. Yeah, he did.
He's done.
So the can's dead.
Ooh.
Oh, they got one.
They lose Nick.
But these 2 guys aren't even crossed. Someone comes through the middle right now. It's game over. That's it.
That's it. They lose the back center.
And he makes it to the corner, though. And he shoots JC. No, he didn't. He missed JC. Wow, JC was wide out in the open. Had no clue he was back there.
So that's going to do it. So Impact going to be taking a slight 1-point victory here in overtime against a pretty tough MLKings hanging in there. And X Factor also taking the victory. One more set to go. Looks like we might be able to get it in before dark. It is 7:10 here Texas time. Dynasty versus PB Fit, Hurricanes versus the Bears. Gonna have a quick turnaround here. So stick around on Go Sports at the 2024 Lone Star Major. We'll be right back.